Cheers. What's up, guys? I'm the voice behind the helmet, and today we're going to be breaking down a Harley Sportster, the Iron 883, and wrapping it. So just know that when you're doing this job, give it a really good clean. I know it's going to be tedious to take some parts out and break the bike down, this is why it may cost so much when taking your bikes to the shop. But yeah, I already started breaking the Harley down. Got the rear fender off, and as you can see, look at all that. I mean, the inside won't be too bad, but because I'm gonna tab it off, I wanna make sure it's clean. Got all of this, gonna make sure this is all cleaned up. And you can use alcohol, and of course I'm using my Infinity Surface Cleaner. I'm not sponsored by any of these brands, so I'm not trying to, or don't think I'm trying to promote anything. To save you money, use some alcohol, just clean the area. If you have any decals, you wanna apply some heat and lift it off. And then these areas of imperfections, I mean, that's normal. A rack sits here, so seeing the scuffs like that, that's normal. But it shouldn't affect the job. As far as this side, you see how it comes down? I'm gonna try to do a seamless right here, just because this is the back side that tucks down where nobody will really see, but I still want it to look good. Some knifeless tape. This makes the job easier. You guys can literally use a razor blade. Okay, y'all, so I take this off the way that I see fit. I didn't really go all the way down back here just because this is the part that nobody would see. So it doesn't make sense to like bring that out, and plus I want it to be crisp, which is why I lined that off. And what I'm gonna end up doing is tabbing it up, so that way we could have that security that we need. If you guys are wondering as well what vinyl tape I am using, well, which vinyl, I'm using Avery, and I'm also using a Vivid, oh, this already messed up, a Vivid heat gun. I got it off Amazon. Y'all don't have to get that one, but just any heat gun, any means to apply heat to stretch out the vinyl, it's all on you. So alright, y'all, so what I did was I measured this out, length and width, and what I did was I came to the vinyl, I marked the areas, this is the width from here, and this is the length. So I'm gonna end up essentially cutting down, and I gave myself a little bit of an extra room just in case, you know, I'd rather have more than not enough, if that makes sense. So we got so wrapped up in doing this that we kind of forgot about the camera. I'll try to add in as much as I can. I didn't really get to talk you guys through, but we definitely used some seamless tape, and we used the razor to cut off the edges so we could get that looking fine. We tucked it and then sealed it and put the heat gun to it, make sure there was no bubbles. And shout out to my wife, because without her, I wouldn't have been able to knock this out. It's better if you do it with someone else, because as that person's putting the pressure and pulling on the vinyl, the other person could be using a squeegee and laying it down. So that's one thing to know. It's definitely doable as a single person job, but it just might take you a little bit longer. So keep that in mind. All right, so we got the rear fender done. Next, we're gonna work on the side panel. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did to the rear panel. Get this cleaned up. Make sure there's no oil or grease or gunk on here. And then actually, after I do that, I'm gonna measure it out, length and width. And then I'm gonna go over to my vinyl paper. And then I'm gonna mark it. Me, kind of like particular, but I use a ruler or any straight edge item. Draw a line and then cut it along those lines, and I always give myself a little bit of extra room to work with. See, my wife actually took over a majority of this, but this piece is done. We don't have the sealer tape today, so we're gonna leave this like this. And then when the sealer tape gets in here, when the sealer tape gets in, what we're gonna do is cut this so the seams could be nice, and then we're gonna seal it off from the inside. So essentially, it's gonna be a 2-day job for this. So it looks really good. I don't know if y'all can see that. So we just finished up the front fender, and my seal tape didn't get in yet, so we're gonna hold off on making sure this has some nice seams on it and sealing it off. So we're gonna leave it like this, and then when the tape gets here, we're gonna run some heat on it, preheat it, make sure there's no bubbles, and then seal it all down and clean this all up. So essentially, all the excess is gonna be gone, but this looks good. Also, for the bubbles, some people like to pre-cut that, but I'm gonna make a relief cut right at the top. Just pierce it, and then I'm gonna lay it down so that way it can give it that neat look. But yeah, and then we'll smooth out the edges. So we moving right along, and this is day 2. Like, we really could have had this all done yesterday, but you also want to give yourself some time to rest, so keep that in mind. Say that wrapping panels or any parts on a motorcycle while it's there and has that support is by far the most easiest thing to do, and that'll save you a lot of time if you decide you want to do it that way. Both side panels are done, the front fender, the back fender, and the only thing we got left is the tank. So let's finish this up.